Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode. This is going to be a completely different episode. Not the way it looks, but the way, the topic that I will talk about. Because this time we're going to talk about timeline shifting. And the funny thing is, I'm not an expert at this yet, but my guides told me that this is the topic I should do a video on right now, and I should tell some stories from my experience, and that's the important thing that I should do. So here I am. I was actually going to record the numerology life path number 5, but I'm doing that another day, maybe on Wednesday, I don't know. We'll see. So today we're talking about timeline shifting. So what does this actually mean? I think people are talking about this more and more lately. It's a pretty old concept, but it's, I would say, gaining popularity again. It's others like influencers are talking about this, so it's gaining more momentum. As Vadim Zeeland would say, the pendulum is getting bigger. So. But he would say it in Russian. So my latest timeline shift is an interesting one and a fun one, and yeah, it's a pretty cool one. So I've been trying to get freelance jobs, freelance gigs / jobs. I tried to get both for the last year or so, or maybe around 9 months. I was really fully working on it and trying to land something. And my skill set is I'm an app developer, I'm a web developer, I can create and build anything. If you give me a computer and you give me an assignment, I can build basically anything for you. Also games, I can do some stuff in Web3. Not as experienced in that, but I always figure it out. It always works. I get stuff done. So every time I was talking to people, like, looking for something, and they would say, oh yeah, but it's probably you would have something real pretty quickly, right? It's everybody needs someone like you. And I was like, I think so too, yes. But for some reason, nothing was landing, and it was pretty crappy for a long time. But I decided to do some pendling. So I like to ask questions to my pendulum, and it will make a certain movement. So I did this as well this time. I usually do my morning routine, so I do my meditation, and after my meditation, I do some pendling, some divining. I like the word divining. And something came up. I usually ask something like, "Is there anything you want to tell me?" And then the only way I can ask things is if I have closed questions, so yes or no questions. And the funny thing is that if you can imagine, it can take a really long time to get to a point, but actually it goes pretty quickly, because I start divining, and then questions pop in my head, like, oh yeah, that's a good question, I'll ask that one, and I'll go towards the answer that I'm seeking pretty quickly. So that's nice. And this time I was asking, so is there anything that I should know? Is there anything I should do? And it was like, yes. Okay, so then you start to ask questions, and the thing was, he said you have to change up your manifestation morning routine. So I had to do. So I was like, okay, so how much? 11. I'm an 11, so it was 11. Okay, 11. You have to do this for 11 days. It's 11 minutes, and you every minute you have to hit a tuning fork with a certain frequency. So I had to check out which one he meant, and there was a certain there was a YouTube video with I think it was, I'm not sure which one it was, but it could have been the 11:11 meditation music, and that was like 3 hours, or well, maybe it was 1 hour 11 minutes and 11 seconds, something like that. And I had to put that on and do this for 11 days. So, and that was, I was told that was for a timeline shift. And during this meditation visualization, I had to state things like, okay, I'm on my richest timeline, I'm on my wealthiest timeline, I'm on my healthiest timeline, and on my most loving timeline, and I'm on my luckiest timeline, and all these kinds of things. And I did that for 11 days, and some time passed by, so I did the 11 times, and I asked in the morning after my meditation, am I on my new timeline yet? And at some point he said, yes, you are in your new timeline. It's like, okay, that's nice. So I got this message from somebody I do a lot of football. I think every video I mention it at least once. So actual European football. And somebody out of the blue contacted me like, hey, that team you were playing, they quit, right? Yeah, do you want to join our team? Like, yes, let's do it. I'll join. I'll join the team. And then he was like, hey, weren't you some kind of software developer or something? Yeah, we still need someone. So I went there, talked to him and his technical guy at the company, and well, before we knew it, I was working there and and I'm still working there as a freelancer. And I think the important thing here is that it also felt to me like a timeline shift. And the others, I felt it was kind of weird. I knew I could. Well, let's go back a little bit more. I had four instances where I actually already had the job. It was super weird. I already had the job. They told me, yes, you got it. Congratulations. 4 times. And I was like, okay, with the first time I was already like, okay, this is weird. They said I had the job and then I didn't. And then the second time something like this happened, I was like, okay, this is a pattern. Maybe this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's weird to not go look for a job when you need to have a job. Because I'm an 11, but I can be pretty passive. I can go into the spirituality a bit too much and become passive and wait for, okay, universe, give it to me, give the riches to me. I'm here, I'm right here, I'm waiting. Let's go. Let's get those riches to me. And I think that's something. Maybe if you combine everything, I think that has to do with the Gemini as well, the passive part. But it's weird. I can be super passive, but I can be really proactive. When I like stuff, I'm proactive as F. I'm really proactive then. So, for example, how I play football, I'm really proactive. I'm making the plays. I'm forcing the plays. I'm doing a lot on the pitch. So yeah, nothing landed. So 4 times it didn't land, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Well, it makes sense that because I know everything happens for a reason, and I know I should be patient with these kind of things, and know that this is. I truly felt like I could work here, and this would really work for me. But I also felt if if I'm not the guy they're hiring, then this is not for me. When your monetary buffer goes down and down and down and down and down, it's a little bit hard to trust the process. But I still did trust the process, even though not everybody was agreeing with me. Others start panicking that nothing is happening. But yeah, that's not in my nature to do that, and that, yeah, everything always works out for me. So it really doesn't matter. But in that point in time, it was really, it was really crappy. But I also knew this has to happen, and it has to go this way. And then at some point, I knew if I would have taken any of these jobs, I would have been stuck there for, well, the last one that got cancelled was for 2 years or 2.5 years. I think 2 years. So that would be 2 years. But for those 2 years, I would not have been able to start this channel. And I know that this channel is very important to me, but also to everyone that I'm making and creating the content for. And I really feel that strongly, because it's more like this. It doesn't feel that important to me, but it feels important that I create this for you. But it is important to me because this is how I contribute to the world. So in that sense, it's important, but it's, yeah, I'm going in circles here. Yeah, but I think you understand it. All right, so that timeline shift, it was a really good one, and I think it's there's a lot more coming in this timeline shift that I'm currently on, and this is just one example. If I go back and if I look back, I can come up with a couple others, but I think this one is the most important right now, because this is really a big one. Yeah, and it's a good one. So what I also got is that this is gonna be a course that I'm gonna be putting out, and this is something that I will sell. So this is something I will sell for 11 dollars, euros. It's whatever currency you have that maps with kind of with the euro. So it will be probably for 11 euros and 11 euro cents. Yeah, something like that. So I will be putting this out, and I think that I'm gonna create this somewhere or release this somewhere in the start of next year. I think first quarter I will put this out. And it would be nice if you're watching right now and you think like, yes, I want that, because maybe I want to do it with a small pilot group with a couple of people. And yeah, if you let me know if you would like to do this. I think that I might do that with 2 or 3 people, nothing above that. I just want to have a small group that we can test this and see if it works, and if we can see the benefits. I want to see if it works for everybody. I think that's a crucial one, because if it works for me but it doesn't work for you, then it doesn't really make sense to create it and to sell it. So, and why do I want to sell this? I want to slowly will not move away, because I do really like my freelance work, and that's kind of where I was stuck all the other times that I tried to go full time with my passion instead of my profession. I was neglecting the part that I'm also a master builder, and I do want to build stuff. And right now I'm kind of scratching that itch while getting paid, and I'm also setting up this new well, kind of like community ecosystem. And but I would love that that we can kind of switch them around, so that my building becomes more like my secondary job, and this can become like my passion and my first job that doesn't feel like a job. Oh, and the funny thing is, the building stuff doesn't really feel like a job either, unless if it's for a client that doesn't really work as well together with me. But yeah, but that has been a while. Then it really feels like work, and you have like well, I think, well, maybe others can relate to this as well. It usually feels like a job when I'm doing fixed price projects, and right now I'm doing it hourly, and this works so much better for me, because I try to be as efficient with the hours as I can when doing it for others, because they have to pay for everything I do. And on the other hand, the other side, I would try to do that as well, but it's always a hassle when you have to get into, okay, so we still have to build this, but it's not working out, or doesn't work, and we need to come up with another solution, and they want to have that solution within the same price because they only had that budget for the project, and then it doesn't work, and it kind of comes out of my paycheck, so I have to do it. So yeah, I really didn't like that. I didn't like those discussions you have to get, because they are telling you, yeah, but the whole project was for this price. Yes, but that was not included. So those conversations I really don't like, and there's always someone who loses. So even if I get them to pay it, it still feels like a loss because they're not happy. And the other way around, I'm not happy and they are happy. So it doesn't work both ways. Yeah, so I like to have the win-win situations, and that's where I'm at right now. It's also at a company I would never have expected to do a freelance gig, but it works, and it's a good fit. They actually told me last Friday that they want to have me a little bit longer. So that bell is yeah, okay. Yeah, so that bell's when dinner's ready, but I'm not joining the dinner tonight. Yeah, so timeline shifting. Let me know if this sounds interesting to you. This is only one small example, but it is the example that I was kind of like asked to talk about in a passive way. They asked me. Yeah, and I'm also really interested in what this will be, and if I can actually help a lot of people with this. So if this costs you $11 or €11, and you can hop on that new timeline and get that new job, or get that new partner, or whatever it may be, doesn't really matter, or you go towards your perfect health, your perfect weight, your or just feeling happy, whatever the case is, I think it's actually worth it, and I think I can ask a lot more for this product, but I want to make it as accessible to everyone as I can. So I believe that things that have value, that you should pay for those, because, and this is a fun thing that Abraham also said. If Abraham would be, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with Abraham Hicks, but it's being channeled by Esther Hicks, and it's well, you should, if you don't know it, you should definitely Google it, and I think it's mind blowing. She says they say so many amazing things. It's so good. But they also said, if you are not paying for something, and this is also how it works in marketing, if you're not paying for something, it's likely that you're not even going to show up or not even going to use it. And if you pay a certain amount of money for something, then you will gain access, or you will do something with it most of the time. But it also works on a more on another level as well, because you paid for it. You really want to know what they're talking about, and I think that's a good one here as well. If I would ask like $10,000 for just this, your expectations are really high, but you also, and it would be 11,000 by the way, but there's something that clicks differently in your head. Because you paid so much, you have to get the value out of it. So you will do more of or you make more of an effort to really get that value out of it. So with $11, now I'm actually thinking that might be a little bit too low, because it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer to buy it. It's just $11. So yeah, why not just buy it and shelf it somewhere? And I do want people that buy it to really do it and really feel like, okay, so I paid some money and now I really want to do it. So maybe 11 or 111 is actually a better number. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. Either way, for the people that this is only for when I launch it. If you are subscribed to the channel, and that's actually it. If you're subscribed to the channel, I will give you that the price of $11, 11 cents. And for those that come after it and that are not subscribed to the channel, so I'll do something with the username or something, and then you can get the discounted version, because you are watching this now and already said it was going to be 11. It would be a bit weird to then say, F it, I'm gonna sell it for 111. I think that's a nice incentive to follow me. And I'm gonna keep you guys posted on how my timeline shift is evolving. But you will see it. I will create a lot more videos here, and you will see the scenery will change, my backdrop will change, and the amount of followers or subscriptions will change. The funny thing is, I actually did a reading a couple of days ago, and in that reading it said, and it was a kind of like a tarot reading, it was so spot on, and also that it said the thing you are working on, it's gonna grow really slowly, it's going really gradually, but if you keep getting going and getting at it, it will have insane growth. It will explode in growth. And right now it's true, it is going very slowly. I have one new sub every day, but I am grateful and thankful and appreciative of every new person I get, because even right now I'm at about 36 followers. It's still it's like a classroom full of people. So if they are all watching this, well, first off, if you're one of those that are following me right now, thank you so much. And also, for you guys, this is you get the discount Yeah, let's do that. Everyone, that's I think that's a maybe a better one. Maybe the incentive goes away for some people, but the first 111 people that follow or subscribe to this channel, they get the discount. Either way, I'm not gonna really enforce this pretty rigidly. I'm a pretty flexible guy. So if we have 120 people or 150, I'm like, yeah, let's just do it. I wanna give to you guys. I wanna provide value. And in this reading, it said that you guys are pretty lucky because you're on the forefront of this all exploding. You saw something that others didn't see yet, but they will see soon. So for that, you have my gratitude. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video or listening to this podcast. Yeah, I will be doing more of these kinds of content because this is way easier for me to record. The other ones take up a lot of research, a lot of time. Sometimes it takes a couple of takes. Usually it goes one or two takes, but it's a lot of work, and this is easier. All right. Much love from me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.